What?
Your tongue back in your mouth. Show some pride, bitch. Since they couldn't do it without you, they should be coming to you, not you to them. And Chris Rock, he knows much better than Leno, right?
Must be easy for you, man. All day.
This is one of those kind of things where I felt that there was more than the language barrier or the accent barrier. Is that like where the way, you know, guys relate to one another. You know, they're not like touchy-feely. They don't do like some kind of like raising consciousness workshop. They're just like, fuck you. You know, and but that really means I love you, man.
Me and JoJo, you know, we're just friends.
See, I like these scenes that with a lot of dialogue, do you know what I mean? Going back and forth with not much else going on, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's lost in kind of some films that go on. See B's car in the back there.
Yeah, but also right there in that scene, we revealed that Jason has been interested in JoJo for 7 years, and Flash is like, say what? You know, and it's like, how can you actually be into somebody for 7 years and not get them or not move on? And my point is that it just happens. You know, you wake up one day and 7 years later, you know, and now the point is he really in love with her, or does he just want to get her? You see what I mean? And that's what I think is at the heart of the whole story.
Sometimes that's a thin line as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? Like between just wanting it because you can't have it, or wanting it because you're.
So this was the original opening of the film, and originally was going to be down on the deleted scenes, but I felt that why waste it, you know? When we were rejiggering the edit around, I said let's just put them. They're filmmakers, so we got to keep showing them making films or doing something. So again, these little snippets are kind of like Spanky's into the camera, GQ's into the sound, that kind of stuff, and give them a little bit more characterization. This guy's actually on Holios, Greg Kelly, and like he came out for the day, and he had a much bigger scene, but it ended up on the deleted scenes. But I saw him in another film called Looking for Lucky,
Jason Street,
and I was really interested in working with him when he came out.
You need to get the shot. Why is it not happening? Holy shit, she's coming over.
I just had to cut that scene because it just wasn't working. It was another dialogue scene, but I didn't think it was really necessary. We needed to move on. So this is a club scene, which I really wanted to get more club shots and more people dancing and everything else before JoJo shows up. But
Very funny, JoJo.
really, again, the important thing is that she's power, and these guys are all sitting and they're afraid of her. You know what I mean? And that just shows, like, you know, there are girls like that, you know. Isn't it, Kofi?
Oh, definitely. You gotta do that. Do what? Say just the thing that causes me not to say anything.
The lighting's good there as well. I like the lighting.
Yeah, you know, it's just that, again, it's that problem with mixing, if you're in open spaces like a club, it's that problem with mixing music with the dialogue, you know, and I really probably should have had the actors yelling their lines, but yeah, the lighting is really cool. This was in Hannah's bar, actually, and they're upstairs.
In a total serious way, I think the skin tone in the room like that looks really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
obviously
definitely.
we don't see a lot of that because a lot of the films we see.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, even if we were shooting in film, you know, Kodak and actual film stock is perfect for black skin tones. I mean, you ask any DOP and he'll tell you he would love to shoot some black people, but we just don't really get any films. You know what I mean? But skin tone is great. I mean, you know, you got ambers, you got reds, and it comes off really beaming. And that's what I like.
Really beaming or Willie beaming?
Willie beaming for that any given Sunday, man. You know what I'm saying?
Chips. A bag of chips, friends.
So this is also a problem because so many guys try to get a really nice shot, but
it's my element.
Again, like I said, I liked him talking to camera and everything.
It's make me powerless, I guess you could say.
Did you have a lot of problem with getting these Liverpool actors to talk an American accent? Was there any time problems? Because you being American, did you find any flaws in in the way they were pronouncing things or saying things.
No, because on the one hand, the American accent is easier than the Scouse accent, you know. So I mean, for me, I didn't find any flaws, but they did. I mean, they worked really hard. I mean, if we had a dialect coach, you know, we had like a month of practice and all that kind of stuff, it would have been good. But you know, like Patrick, I mean, he talks like he's from the Bronx anyway, you know what I mean? But so that's why I just felt, let me just take out the slang of the English slang, and then, you know, let's just take it, because, you know, for my American ears, they sound all right, but for Scouse ears, you could tell that they're faking it.
I didn't say that, you know. I was saying generally was it hard.
Yeah, well, it was hard. Definitely. I mean, there are fluctuations.
What was that about, huh?
This actually is my house again.
With that small collection of DVDs, come on, Chase.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Library.
see some VHS up there as well. Pizza Max.
You ever want a movie? Yeah, I got it. I probably got it.
No, you idiot. If women love this shit so much, this is what you want to be making movies about.
A love story? Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. We can set it. You can make this one hot. Look, you got your own little love story going on now anyway. I'm sure you put some of that shit down.
Yeah, I know, I do, but it's personal.
Like Brenda says, that's what makes it real. Not to give it all the credit at all.
So what about
see some Family Guy on the DVD.
Yeah. I got the whole box set. Like,
so much for reality.
Look, all these movies are the same.
How did you choose the wardrobe for like these scenes?
well, I mean, you know, that was one of the most difficult things with costume design, because, again, initially I wanted it to feel like it was in America, and I wanted them to wear as much hip hop gear as they could and stuff. So I mean, I had to donate most of my wardrobe, and that's why their clothes are all oversized. But you know, that is the hip hop thing to do, is wear oversized clothes. So it's like, you know, we just did it that way. And that's again what the story's about. This is pretty much what you call like the point of attack. Is like now they decided that they want to make a movie about Jason's personal love story, but they need money, and they realized that since they caught Charlie with the other girl, that they'll blackmail him. So that's where they are now.
What about the theme song right now? The song's not good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this song is called My Life, and I just felt that Jason needed his own theme for when he was on his own. And, you know, that's pretty much that Kofi's track there, you know. I don't know what he's going to do with it, but we used it again for another film and everything, and then I wanted to use it again for this one.
From here, we can only go forward.
I like some of the shots in this movie a lot. You know?
Yeah, this is actually supposed to be a poorly done scene. So I know you're pointing at the microphone there, Yao, but it's supposed to be a poorly done scene.
All right, okay, I see what it was about. Okay.
You know, it's supposed to be like a scene of mistakes, and just to show that because they're gorillas, they make mistakes. And
what was Strain but for some reason, and
Why was it
blood rain. I thought everybody got that.
blood rain? Not rain of blood, you fucking idiot.
yeah.
So what do you think, Charlie?
What difference a sound effect makes, you know what I mean?
When you see how movies were made, right?
Feel how Charlie's all swamped in the sea of black people.
Dude, what am I
You're
doing
in trouble,
here?
buddy.
Guys, I think I said you act like two colored shirts before the deck.
Is that bad?
Actually, tell you the truth, Coach probably would have been that guy, GQ, Marvin James.
You don't want to be playing that spike.
No, the other one on the end. I mean, because it's just like Marvin read for Jason, and I mean, he had the look of Jason, but he didn't have the acting chops, and you know, and his character is small, but you know, that's only because of the acting. It probably would have been a bigger role
Yeah, how
and
was
stuff
she?
like that. But he's supposed to be like the cool slacker of the group, you know.
That sounds like Kofi to a T, you know?
Yeah. Cole probably would have said, I don't know if I could have been this whole unrequited love junkie dude.
Announce our next biggest venture.
Biggest venture.
Feature.
Oh, I love this theme. I don't know what the name of it is. I just call it the mysterious theme, but I use it a lot for Flash when he's conning somebody.
Never change.
Never change?
Yeah, produced by Young
I love time around, guys.
The Urbeatz
I'm gonna be
production.
going.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just all instrumental, that
What
one.
is it?
Got lyrics for it as well.
It's a really nice funky track.
It's a love story. It's about a guy who's in love.
I love the lighting in this. We chose purple outside the windows because we're always seeing that blue night and everything like that. And I'm like, well, you know, we're gonna go for a little something different. There's some blue out there, but if you notice, it has a purple tint.
And someone else.
Yeah, you ain't getting out of there, buddy.
I know somebody.
And?
Well, there is this venture capitalist guy. He's here for the weekend.
Really?
Well, he's looking to dump some of his unspent, you know, for tax purposes, but he knows movies. You can just say, here's my idea. You want to see a script?
What's the problem?
You'd need one by Monday.
Monday?
If you can't do it, I don't even want to
like
bother.
this part.
This is a big fish, and if he jumps...
You won't jump, you got it? Now set up the meet.
I don't know, Flash. I mean, I don't even have an ending.
I'll give you till Monday to find one.
Flash don't care about no ending.
Like shit all the time, Jason.
I love that. I love that, you know, it's like, you know, just those little touches I think are really cool. And it's not like they don't like Charlie, you know. It's just the fact that he could get the dough.
So are the wheels in motion now, really?
Yeah, the wheels are in motion. I love that how it yells cocksuckers. That's a whole different location, but it's like that location belonged to some friends of my wife. And I just like, yeah, can I have like 4 black guys come out of your house? And they're like, sure, okay, for a film, yeah, sure. And then the first thing the guy does is yell cocksuckers for the whole street there.
And then they look and they see 4 black fellas, yeah.
Yeah. You know, but it was a nice house.
Money now, is it? Look, you just need to focus on the script at hand.
I really do like the lighting in this movie.
Yeah.
I really do. Like very smooth.
Really got that. I keep saying it's like that Mo Better Blues kind of thing, but it's just it's just really nice.
The editing's really smooth as well for a local independent movie like this.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that, man.
You got to work on that ending.
It's alright. Take your money back, Jason. I done it for free. I done it for free. It's alright.
My life, your life, our life. We live it like it's nothing.
See, that's acting there.
That's simple.
With Steven, it's all in the eyes. I mean, he's a very quiet person. He doesn't really do a lot of communication normally. You know, but so this is a reshoot. This is a new scene.
Black and white movies.
I just felt that I needed more. Yeah, I just felt I needed more with Jason and JoJo. You know,
have you got any music on the scene?
No, actually.
Oh, you should have put in some Marvin Gaye there, you know what I mean? Like he's really trying it as well, do you know what I mean?
You know how much Marvin Gaye costs?
Tell me again, because I can't quite read.
Cope do a remake.
It's actually finally gonna up the chart.
Wait, I did just music.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
I'm required to love again.
It's because he doesn't want you to know he's like the... What's her name?
Sarah.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Well, that's a guy thing.
Now imagine, now check that. Imagine going over to your mate's house and you watching a movie and she just sitting there with her stuff all open like that. I mean, wouldn't
Every
that
day
kill you?
chase, man. That's a daily
That's
thing,
what
man.
I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. What are you supposed to do? Be a rapist? I mean, I don't kill you. All you want to do is kill somebody
Well,
like that. Put some clothes on.
If it was platonic, though, obviously you could deal with it.
Well,
But
there's
that's
no
why-
such thing as platonic.
But that's why the character Jason obviously struggled with it because it's more than a platonic kind of relationship,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Tell me.
If he's seen it as his sister, I'm sure he wouldn't be like, you know what I mean?
That's
Well,
the
of course,
problem.
man. Of course, man.
I'm having troubles writing this one. It's a romantic comedy about a guy and his best friend.
Rom-com?
I think the music
guys?
should have went out here. I wasn't a part of the edit of this scene.
I like this. I like the irony of what the way he's explaining it. You know, the
Yeah.
story to it.
Oh, she's gonna explode now.
There you go. Killing the moment again.
I think you possibly should have took the music out a bit earlier on the
Yeah, I
scene.
think, yeah.
Or played it lower, do you know what I mean? So you don't even notice it's playing.
Right
It's like
here,
every
yeah.
time something goes wrong or is up with you, you start playing this conversation shit.
I don't think there's a better time to have this conversation.
I do not want to have this conversation. We have had the conversation before. I said it then and I'll say it now. I'm not going to continue this.
Jojo.
Jason, I know you need a story, but why can't you just accept the fact that we are nothing more than friends?
Because we do stuff. I mean, we talk, we hang out. We talk about
That's right.
Jason.
Stuff. We hang out.
Yeah, I think a few pauses. Yeah.